Compliance is a bit overwhelming for us. The experience I've had so far has been well received. I like all of the extra information and basically the breakdown of trying to make a very complex entity simplistic, or at least explained in friendlier user terms. So the compliance department is doing well these days.
So at a nonprofit, we wear a lot of hats, and a very small portion of what I do every day is HR. However, the thing that keeps me up at night is HR. Are we compliant? Do we have benefits that people can use? Do they understand those benefits? But it really, the idea that somebody could walk through the door and we're not compliant has weighed on us for a long time. So to have that program up and running, I sleep better. I really do.
Ever since the new health insurance rules have come into play, it's been a nightmare for my company because we have about 28 full-time people, and then we have up to 250 part-time people that work for us. And trying to keep track of all these part-time chefs, wait staff, bartenders, all of their hours, and make sure that, we're falling within that 30-hour or less realm of things we couldn't have done it without you. Really, we probably wouldn't even be in business anymore.
The compliance aspect is super helpful to know that, again, being able to reach out to the compliance department to ask specific questions, if it's not provided in the newsletters and updates that we get, keeps me sleeping better at night, because I know that we are in this world of regulation, that we are doing what we need to do to protect the organization, the individuals. And so I very much appreciate the compliance person and look forward to continuing to work with him.
I really appreciate you as Infinity, and you in particular, Joe, as keeping an eye on things for us, because as a relatively small organization, I just can't keep my fingers on the pulse of changes that are going on in the regulatory world, governmental agencies, and having your newsletter that comes out and checking in when I have a question has been contributes to a good level of comfort that we're meeting the requirements of the law and staying out of trouble.
First phone call I make. Definitely. You're the experts. I mean, we can kind of let you know what our situation is, but we're very comfortable contacting Infinity, laying out the situation and getting your expertise and knowledge on that so we can move forward on that. So absolutely a great resource.
The question and answer handout that you had at last year was phenomenal. And that was like my Bible for 2 weeks. Is that, okay, well, this is what this is. This is for this code, and this is for this code. And without that, I don't know if we would have really been able to do it successfully.
I feel comfortable that I'm following all the rules. The director of compliance makes sure that I'm following all the rules. He's very strict about that. And so I do feel that there's an audit or I run into some issues, that I'm covered, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, and I have the tools and resources to, show or prove that I am following all the rules like I should be. So.
We were one of the early signers with Infinity as far as getting the whole compliance plan together. We thought it's a great thing to have. Just making sure that I's are dotted, T's are crossed. Should the Labor Department come in and try to scrutinize what's going on, we're in compliance. And that's very, very important. Even though we're a small organization, we'd like to go to bed at night knowing that we're in compliance. So that has done a lot for us with regards to feeling confident about where we stand and that we're doing things that are compliant with government regulations. Most recently, Joe, your help last fall with regards to everything coming down the pipe on FSLA and overtime, the overtime rules, the rules that we thought were all going to go into place December 1st. Having you as a resource to keep coming back to. I'm sure you got sick of hearing from me from time to time, but that was a big issue for us. We had a number of people that fall into that area, and we were trying to develop ideas, solutions on how to solve that. And you were a resource, a big resource that it was great to have, that I could come to and say, Joel, can we do this? Will this work? Will that work? Having that kind of resource that I can flip, that I can call up, and that's there, and that will definitely be that sounding board. It's great to have. I don't have to go to our attorneys at $500 an hour. I can come to you and I can get a better answer than I can get from them. So it's cost effective, and you know what, Joe, you tell it like it is. So I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.